Hello, and welcome to A Pint of Cthulhu. Come, take a seat, grab a pint, and enjoy our new season of Pint of Cthulhu, where we will be playing D&D 5th edition. That is Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. I will be the Dungeon Master for this run, and we will have our normal cast members of Matt, the old GM, the worst one, because I'm clearly better.
What are you on about? None of us want to play with your cornhole, shall we say.
And we'll have Cap.
Because she's going to Kool-Aid man the bushes. You burst her way through them. Start swinging.
Jay.
Dwarf lady. Sneaky. Gotta get the goblins.
And Cartman.
Upon inspecting this tiny hole, I think, I know what can fit in this tiny hole, squire. A rabbit.
So, take a seat, grab a pint, and enjoy. Hello, and welcome. And before we continue any further, Cartman, is your audio working?
Yes.
My audio
is actually working. It's proper working now.
Okay. All right. We want to make sure. We want to make sure for our listeners that are at home. Yeah, great one. This is how I wanted to make sure it starts. Because for listeners that are at home, this is the second time we are recording this because someone forgot to record their audio, aka Cartman. But hello and welcome to the Pint of Cthulhu. You guys find yourselves in the Iron Flagon Inn in the great city of Neverwinter, located in the Sword Coast region of the great country of Faerun on the planet of Toriel. This is known as the Forgotten Realms in Dungeons and Dragons. Now, you all walk in, and I'm going to kind of go with a different order this time, go a little bit differently. I'm going to start with Cartman. Cartman, introduce your character, and what does your character do walking into this tavern?
So my name is Viney Canacock. Extra fast, just so that you know. I'm a aarakocra, a bird head with some wings on my back. I'm
Aarakocra.
That's the one, aarakocra, thank you. I'm an acolyte, so religious. And yeah, I'm just a wanderer at the moment, and I find myself in, approaching Neverwinter, looking for work, and let's see what's about.
Now, you've been called here by a dwarf named Gundren Rockseeker. How do you know Gundren? And how would a Gundren have approached you asking for your help?
Well, in my travels, I've come across a few dwarfs, and they've told me about this dwarf guy, how he likes to drink and indulge. So I fancy meeting him and see what if he needs anything done work-wise, and help him out and explore the fine world I've seen myself in after years of preaching in the temple.
Yeah, those are definitely the type of people that I go and ask jobs for. He's been known to drink. So you know what? I'm going to go ask him for a job. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Well, just so everybody knows, as well, he's an aarakocra, but he's got the head of a chicken. So we kind of make fun of him. He's Chicken Man. So, but let's move on to the next one. Cap. Let's start with Cap. Cap, introduce your character, and how would you know Gundren Rockseeker, and how would you come into this tavern?
All right, it's backstory time. Deep in the mines under Mount Wombo there lived a dwarf. Now this dwarf was unlike any of her kin. She's surprisingly large and muscular, even in comparison to her male counterparts. She's also considered, by them, to be an imbecile. She goes by the name Gertrude, at least that's what she thinks her name is, because that's what everybody calls her. She doesn't know that in Mount Wombo folklore, Gertrude is actually the name of a baby-eating golem. She cares for very little, but seems happy in her work. She mines all day and spends her nights in the tavern and fight pits, using whatever money she has made to eat, drink, gamble, and fight until she falls asleep. Then she starts her day all over again. She frequently comes away with more money than she spent. Noticing how happy she was punching people, her fellow miners gave her gauntlets to work with rather than the usual axe. Then she just beats her way through the mines. And they try their best just to stay out of her way. As with most things, she cares very little about her appearance or her possessions. Her clothes are just repurposed leather straps, hand wraps, foot wraps, a leather skirt, a hair tie to keep her ginger curls out of her face, and the rest wrapped round her massive chest. Unfortunately, Prince Flumbo, the Mount Wombo mine owner, he came upon hard times. He ran out of money and stopped mine production, making all his miners redundant. Gertrude now wanders the land, seeking out nothing more than coin for food, drink, shelter, and a good fight. Mr. Rockseeker, being a friend from work, he sought him out. She breaches through the door of the bar, nearly taking the door off its hinges, walks straight up to him, gives him a friendly, but a little bit too hard, pat in the back, and takes his own drink out of his hand and starts drinking it herself.
Hey, Gertrude, that's mine. You don't take a dwarf's.
Gertrude need work.
Gertrude can have work. It's why I called you, but you don't take my drink. Oh, think you are, Gertrude.
Gertrude wants drink.
Gertrude, I'll order you one. Bartender, another poison serpent ale over here. God, Gertrude, sit down.
Thanks, Rockseeker.
We're still waiting on a couple more people. Just sit down. Just sit down. Okay, gosh. All right, and I think it's a great time to introduce Jay's character. Jay, go ahead and introduce, and how would you know Gundren Rockseeker, and how you would walk into this tavern?
So, through the door of this tavern, you see a slouching but still 7-foot tall firbolg come in, with muddy feet and grass dangling through his hair. This is Furby. He's well known to the locals as that weird fucker who hangs around in the woods. And he knows Rockseeker pretty well because the guy keeps trying to mine shit in the woods. And Furby chases him out on a regular basis. They've got a kind of friendly half animosity going on. Furby's not adverse to the guy, just doesn't want him in his forest too much, but he's willing to hear about Rockseeker's plans to go further afield out of Furby's way. So he's going to duck through the doorway, march over to Rockseeker's table, and announce himself. Rockman.
Oh gosh, how did you even sneak up on me? He spits out his beer. God, little. Speaking of Gertrude, here's one of the ones we were waiting on. Please take a seat, Furby. How's things been?
Wood's good. Town bad. Same normal. And Furby's gonna plop down in a chair, immediately crushing it.
Wow. Well, not to give too much away, but what we may do, it may solve your little conundrum you and I have been having issues with. So let's get. That'll be later. I'll tell you about it later. Still waiting on one more person. Now, we did have Chicken Man come in. What is he doing? I saw him a second ago. Where'd he go?
Yeah, I didn't mention, but I walked into the bar at the and instantly went straight up to the bar and went, barkeep, get me some bread. I need something to eat now. And then, yeah, he gave me the bread, chucked it in front of me, and I started picking away.
You see the bartender kind of get stop back, be kind of a little aback at this. Just bread, because usually they ask for ale or something like that. And obviously they would have bread. They're also a restaurant. Most taverns are at this point, but he kind of just he's a little taken back. He looks over at Gundren, and Gundren, he kind of shrugs his shoulders when he looks at Gundren, and Gundren just nods his head yeah, go ahead. He likes bread. Just give him bread. So, the bartender shrugs, reaches behind his counter, pulls out a little piece of bread, and just crumbles it up into little bits and throws it on the counter. Like he's feeding his pigeons.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And after I finish pecking away at my bread, every single last crumb, I walk over and I sit by a table because, I'm quite fascinated with a 7.5-foot furball, and kind of want to know what exactly one of these things are.
Sure enough. It has nothing to do with what happened last time we went through this entire run, had it?
Yeah.
If we want to know, he sat by the counter, and then Firbolg had to run over there, grab wrap her arms, or his arms, because Furby is a male, wrapped his arms around Vine and drag him back to the table. So I assume this is you want to try to learn from your mistakes, apparently.
Can still lift Big Bird.
Can still lift Big Bird. So last but not least, we have Matt. Matt, how does Donovan, homicidal maniac, long hop, come into the cabin, and how does he know Gundren Rockseeker?
Well, Donovan. Hell, yes, I'm Donovan, yes.
Oh, this is worse.
Oh, bar peanuts, yes, bar peanuts. Oh, Brock, Gundren, yes.
I'm regretting this decision entirely.
Why is that? What? Why is that? I know Gundren from... Well, he's asked me to acquire some things for him, yes.
Is this how he's going to talk metagaming? Because I really hope not.
No, this is how
I'm
Donovan
fine with
talks. Donovan talks like this, yes.
So
Hyperactive rabbit.
Donovan is talking to me, the dungeon master. He's just talking in the air.
Right, so Donovan has been known to acquire things for Gundren in the past. Casually walks in with his slightly elongated lope of a walk, as he is a harengon, so half hare, half kind of humanoid thing. Grew up on the streets of Londinius a long time ago, got involved in a life of crime, more so to survive than actually to do it, but realised he has a very much good eye for shiny things. And when he sees one, he'll go for it. But, he's stolen things for Gundren in the past, and he'll casually walk over and go, Gundren, yes, hello, hi, I'm here, yes.
Okay. All right. Well, it seems that everyone's here. Great. Welcome, Donovan. Welcome. Now, hold on. Before we get any further, I need to check my pocket. Donovan, I had a watch in this pocket.
I have no idea what you mean. Sleight of hand, 20. A dirty 20.
Yes. So, yeah. Where's my watch?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Rockman drunk.
Now, I want you to know about this about sleight of hand. Sleight of hand is not charisma. You took it out of his pocket. You basically succeeded. You have succeeded with it, because if you guys don't know, he's done a sleight of hand 20. You succeeded in taking this watch out of Gundren's pocket, but he knows he knows when he's dealing with you. That's why he said, before we get started, I'm going to check my pockets. So he knows the watch is gone. So because you got
charisma,
you can try.
16.
Oh,
he's drunk.
dang it. Okay.
He's very.
Well, you know what?
Never lie to you.
I probably
Steal from friends.
I probably dropped it
you
outside. Okay, well, anyway. All right, on to the task at hand. I've got you all here. I want to introduce you to my brother, Tharden. My other brother, Nundro. You see two dwarves, one very burly, a little bit taller than Gundren, with black hair. Now, Gundren's he's got a little bit of kind of a brownish, not quite red hair. Because if you guys look on the photo, people at home can't see it, but there's a dwarf with a hammer closest to the photo of the Lost Mines of Phandelver logo.
Oh, I see Gimli.
Yeah, basically Gimli. That's about what Gundren looks like. That's not Gundren. That usually is supposed to represent a player character, but that's about what Gundren looks like. He's got red, big old huge burly beard, and he's got, long red hair-ish, but he's kind of dark, more of an auburn color. Now, Nundren has a lighter colored hair, but he has no beard. He's got glasses. He looks kind of like a little, I hate to say this, nerdy, a little bit nerdy, geekier version of his brother Gundren. He's a little bit shy, kind of weaselly kind of thing, kind of like a little mousy kind of dwarf. And in between them two is kind of looks like a lot bigger, burlier version of Gundren with black hair. That is Tharden. Tharden kind of waves at you, doesn't say anything, and Nundro goes, pleasure to meet you guys. And to Gundren's right, these guys are on his left. To his right is a really tall humanoid male. And I say humanoid as in he actually is human, from what you can tell. In nice shiny plate armor. Very out of place with this group of dwarves. And Gundren points to him and says, "This is Sildar Hellwinter. He's gonna join it. He's one of my good friends I met here in Neverwinter. He's gonna help us. As much as me, Tharden, Nundro are kind of good at taking care of ourselves. We are just miners. While Sildar here is an actual warrior. We're gonna bring him on." He retches a little bit because he's had a little bit too much of poison serpent ale. He's gonna take us to Phandelver. But sadly, we're just gonna be riding horses. We don't really have the capabilities of manning our wagon, but we need a lot of supplies. So I went ahead. I'm gonna go along ahead of you, and I'm gonna bring your money for this job to Barthen's Provisions. It'd be Elmore Barthen. He runs Barthen's Provisions in Phandelver. Just bring the provisions to him. He'll get everything set up. He has a nice little warehouse. He can store it for me for the time being. I'll give him your pay. Each of you will get 10 gold pieces if you guys can man the wagon all the way to Phandelver. That's all I ask. That's all I need you guys for. I also kind of wanted you guys, in case have you on standby for the next phase of my little operation, but the first phase of it, I just need you guys to guard the goods, if you know what I mean. So, we'll go on ahead. So, you guys, I went ahead and paid your rooms for the night. The owner, Lorana Delmont, which was the bartender that gave the bread, is a female. She's a female tiefling. She's about behind the bar, polishing a glass like bartenders usually do. She's Limara's, she owes me one, so she went ahead and she got you guys rooms for the night. But I really need you guys to be on this. I know you guys had a long journey here, so if you guys could leave first thing in the morning, but I didn't feel like it'd be safe or very fair as your future employer, I guess, here to immediately have you guys set journey, even though you guys just got here. So go ahead and rest up for the night, but I really need you guys to leave first thing in the morning. So
Gertrude just grunts in agreement and takes a drink up with her.
What's the cargo?
Sorry, what was that, Donovan?
Sorry, what's the cargo?
It's supplies, like food and stuff.
Shinies?
If you think food's shiny, everybody needs food, so I guess it is kind of a precious thing, but it's food, so,
I genuinely heard him say Chinese there.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I heard that too.
Chicken chow mein.
Good food, yes.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna go. And so they all four get up, both Nundren, Tharden, and Gundren all get up, and Sildar, and they walk out the door, and obviously, Gundren's had a little too much. Now, Tharden and Nundro have had a little bit. They're dwarves, but they're not enough. It doesn't really faze them. But Gundren has had quite a bit. It's as if he was having a celebration. So he stumbles and he falls, and Sildar rushes back while Tharden and Nundro were just like shaking their heads, and they keep walking out the door. And Sildar goes, "Yeah, can one of you help me to our horses? Seems Tharden and Nundro have kind of bailed on me here. Can one of y'all help me carry Gundren to our horses? I'll get him the rest of the way. He's got to help to the horse."
Sooner Rockman leave, sooner
Gertrude's
Rockman
already
gone.
went up to her bed.
Okay.
And Furby will plod on over, pick up Gundren, and walk out with him at Sildar's direction.
Okay. All right. Is it just Furby?
Furby can probably pick up a dwarf.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna go out on a limb.
I can
all right.
follow along just out of pure wonderment of a 7.5 foot, furry.
Okay. All right.
Hey!
All right. Well, okay. So Donovan, are you going to bed too?
Donovan's gonna raid the bar for some bar snacks, and then probably just sit in the corner, eat for a little bit, and then before going to bed.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Furby and Vine go outside, and right outside is Tharden and Nundro. There's 4 horses there. Tharden and Nundro have already gotten on their horses, and you can already see them speeding off down the trail. And Sildar is helping. Was gonna help Furby, but I was already assessed. Probably better just to let Furby carry Gundren. Gets on his horse, and you put Gundren on his horse, and you kind of slap him a little bit, wake him up. And he goes, oh gosh, go sorry, my bad. Don't worry. And Sildar looks at you, goes, don't worry, guys. I'll take care of him. And so they go speeding off. So you two, you go to bed for the night.
Yep.
All right. Well, it's the break of dawn in Neverwinter. You guys get up from your sleep in the inn. You go outside, and it's as if magic. Even though you guys were out here just a minute ago, not a minute. It feels like a minute ago, considering you guys just put him on the horse, went to bed, and that's it. You woke up, and it's as if someone snapped their fingers, and sitting in front of the inn is two oxen loaded and hooked up to a wagon with a bunch of supplies that has a tarp over it. So this is the wagon Gundren is needing you guys to take to Phandelver. So, you guys gonna get on way? Who is...
You know what this is from smell like rat piss last night? Stank very bad.
Maybe just Bunny.
Okay. So,
I heard scratches in the night.
Again, Bunny.
I'm just gonna climb into the back of the I'm just gonna climb into the back of the vehicle. I can't remember what it's called right now, but yeah, because I'm just gonna.
Wagon.
The wagon?
The
The wagon.
wagon.
The wagon. Do I need to reiterate wagon? It's a wagon. Vehicle. The box with wheels. Yeah, I'm getting the back of a box with wheels.
Everywhere the world I want.
Okay, so you guys are gonna be on the road for a few days, but all I really need to know, it's gonna be an uneventful few days. But I just need to know what's the order, where are we at when it comes in regards to the wagon, like who's driving the wagon, who's in the wagon, and who's walking alongside the wagon.
Furby's gonna be walking. It would be fair to make the oxen pull a giant fucking furball.
I'll walk slightly ahead. Quite high perception, good lookout for anything that should be on the road.
I'll be in the back of the wagon meditating because it's that time of day again. So, yeah.
You really play your character like a cleric. You sure you didn't want to do an aarakocra cleric?
Oh no, I am. I am a acolyte.
Yeah.
You're a ranger though. That's different than a cleric.
I wondered how you could heal and shit so good.
I'm
Cartman.
about to say he really plays this as which is fine. It's fine to be an acolyte. I actually like it. It's really cool. I'm just saying you play it so well. I would have thought it'd be a lot better for you to have been a cleric in this scenario.
In case I need another character.
Well, yeah, you've done it so well. Just be the spin image, just a slightly different colored chicken. aarakocra is your second character.
Next one's a duck.
10 o'clock. It's going to be Binding.
Binding. Yeah, but to say to slightly change the name, Binding character. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well.
But yeah, no, this is what I'm going to go for. Then between a ranger, but acolyte, sort of a roaming religious man, but is not afraid to fight. Or defend himself at least.
Fair enough. Okay. All right. Well, okay. So, and then what is Gertrude doing?
Gertrude is quite taken by the oxen. She finds them charming and quite handsome beasts. She takes her seat in the driver's seat and she drives the carriage while occasionally stopping just to pet the oxen.
All right. So again, I'm going to reiterate this time. So now the wagon is now named Minotaur because Gertrude is driving this wagon. This is the great wagon Minotaur. So, you want to name your oxen? I feel like Gertrude would name her oxen.
Oh, what would Gertrude name her oxen?
Bill and Bob.
Bert and Ernie.
She's going to call them Elric and Donny.
I love it. Elric and Donny, the oxen. Okay, so you guys have been on... The last few days you guys have spent following the high road south from Neverwinter, and you've just recently veered east along the Tribor Trail. Now, the high road is obviously really nice, kind of paved. It almost looks like the paved roads of Rome. in that aspect where it's an ancient road. It's been traveled 100 times, but it's held together. It's very nice. Well, the Tribord Trail is like a dirt road you would find off of any back road, country road, about as wide as one wagon. You guys veer off onto the Tribord Trail, and you've encountered no trouble up to this point on the high road. But in this territory, it can be dangerous. Bandits and outlaws have been known to lurk along the trail. Now, you guys trudge forward, and you've been on the Tribord Trail for about half a day. As you come around a bend, you spot 2 dead horses, sprawled about 50 feet ahead, blocking the path. And about 10 feet past that is 2 more dead horses. Each has several black feathered arrows sticking out of them. The woods press close to the trail here with steep embankment and dense thickets on either side. What do you do?
I'd have liked to have said, as we were going along, after stealing the pocket watch, I'd like to have tried to have sold it to Firbolg or Furby.
Try to
Just going to ring it.
Metal.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, got a watch? Got a watch?
Metal watch? Yeah. No metal.
I mean,
Bad metal.
does anyone at this point realize that this is Gundren's watch? I mean, considering
Oh
Gundren,
yeah, Furby is a well
Gundren
aware,
Argan, considering Gundren had a whole little stink about it yesterday. So,
Oh
anybody
yeah,
kind of
but
notice
like,
this?
do we care?
Do we care?
Do we care that it's
All right.
Gundren's?
All right, well, just so you know, considering that's a watch that I made up with, it's worth $0.00.
Oh, I was going to trade it for a few beers anyway.
Beer?
Sure.
Yes, when we get to a town. Yes, share a beer. Beer. Yes.
Okay. You don't make it backfire on you, but okay. Good luck. So obviously Donovan is the first one to kind of discover this, to see this, considering you've already made clear he's on scout for this time. So he's the first one to see this. What does Donovan do? Does he signal for everyone to stop, or what is he? Or does he go up investigate first? What is Donovan doing?
Probably quickly jumps back, tells everyone to stop, and yeah, so dead horses up in the head. Yes, stealth probably best. Not too sure who killed them. Black arrows, probably not good.
Gertrude just pulls in the reins and stops the cart.
Oh, and then as you stop the cart, quite all of a sudden, Viney literally just falls out the back of the wagon because he's meditating. And
Dumb chicken.
and then gets up and goes, you know, I see the problem in the road now. And yeah, can I slowly walk up to the dead horses? Because I can't.
I'd like to put a hand on Viney. Best be stealth. Black arrows, not good. Stealth.
You're
Stealth
right,
good.
Rabbit Man. You first. You have a look.
Can I stealth into the bushes to have a look around?
You can. Now,
Furby's gonna walk up, being somewhat unafraid, and he's gonna keep to the woods as well because he likes woods.
okay. All right. And Gertrude just going to hold it? Are you going to sit on the cart, Gertrude? Or are you going to take care of the oxen? Or?
Yeah, Gertrude's going to sit on the cart, or maybe she'll get off the cart and pet the oxen a little bit.
Okay. All right. So
Just make sure that they're fine.
okay. So the three of you, unlike Gertrude, is going to sneak up, or just going to sneak along the trail to kind of investigate the horses, or what are you trying to do? Are you going to go to the horses, or what?
I mean, I tried to stealth. I only got a 9 on the roll. So, you know, Wait, are we all going to stealth at the same time, or should I go first? Just asking in general.
Bandits on the road, possibly. Should stick to bushes. Chicken man too noisy.
Yeah, but I'm just going to ignore him and carry on, sort of just walking up to the, to these, yeah. Because I want to have a closer look at these arrows, see if they're like, you know, see if anything can tell me about the, our adversaries that could be ahead. So,
Okay.
slowly walking up to this horse, about, I don't know, 10 feet away now.
With your 9 stealth, Cartman, does that mean every time you walk you're going...
Yeah, and the occasional squawk.
Pecks the ground a couple times.
You know, and I'm not, when I say that's a 9 stealth, I mean, like, I'm not like in any bushes, I'm literally just in the middle of the road, crouched down. So, yeah.
Oh, you're stealthing up to them. You're going straight down the middle of the road while the other 2 of you are actually in the bushes.
I'm literally
Are you
walking
both
down
on the
road,
same
but
side?
I'm not
or
like walking down, I'm like, you know, half crouch walking towards the horses, about 10 feet away from them now. So, go from there.
Here's what I'm gonna do. Give me one. I should have done this before, but we'll do it later on at some point. I wish I. Is there any way you can do word art on here where you can just draw the map?
Kind of.
Okay.
But either way. Okay, so if one of you guys want to help me with that and kind of figure this out, am I only the GM able to do it?
1 minute.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Carry on
Especially
with
when I
our...
get-
Okay. All right. So I'll go ahead and explain what's going on. So, Cartman, have Vine roll a perception roll for me.
Perception, sorry. I've got that here.
Oh,
Yeah, that was
Okay.
9. Sorry,
Okay.
6. Oh.
Yeah, just 6, because it goes ahead and adds your modifier. So that's why that 4 is red, because it's actually a nat 1 plus 3. So, but I'm gonna say, these are horses, and that I would say with just the 6, all you can tell from looking at these horses is that the saddlebags are empty, and the leather map case is empty, and that's it. You don't know anything else about these horses.
Okay. Well, can I start plucking the arrows out of the horse and have a closer look at the arrows? Maybe I can figure out what who made the arrows.
I'm gonna say, because it's pretty clear you guys know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna say, considering what you guys are gonna do, just go ahead and do another stealth roll for me. See if you stealthily take these arrows out. Okay. Can you guys see what I'm looking at?
Oh.
Yeah, I can see the map.
bit horsey.
So as you did a stealth one, didn't you? You actually, even though you guys can clearly see on the map and you guys know what's going to happen, you somehow still succeed in stealthily drawing all these arrows. And I'm going to say you get 5 arrows.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, there's only 2 horses on the map, but I've already kind of done a little retconning of the fact that, this is also, we're just going to say, even though you had a horrible perception roll, you do know these are Gundren and Sildar's horses. You can tell just by looking at them. You also went out with Furby to put Gundren on his horse. So you actually recognize these horses. These are the horses, and 2 horses ahead are presumably Tharden and Nundro's horses. So,
okay. So can
yeah.
I then, after discovering that these horses were these people's horses, can I turn around to the other guys and say, hey, these horses are from the dwarves last night. I wonder what happened to them.
Now, as soon as you say that, now you just said that out loud, so the stealth is out the window. So, coming from your
Silly
left,
cheeky man.
you guys are coming from the north. So I'm gonna. You guys come from this direction. Can you guys see my scribbles?
No, I cannot. Oh, no, I can.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say the wagon's here.
Oh yeah, I see.
Where Gertrude's here. We've got. It seems Donovan is over here. I would say, right? And Furby, are you with Donovan, or are you on the other side of
I'm
the road?
with Donovan.
You're in front of him.
I'd say I'm about in front of him, like a tiny bit.
There.
Yeah.
Okay.
Peeking out into
And
the-
Vine is here.
You got
Because
it.
he just pulled out So, from your left, Vine, comes a goblin with a scimitar, with a screaming battle cry, "Wah!" and behind him is another goblin with a short bow. From your right, you also hear another war cry, "Wah!" and there's another one with a scimitar and a bow behind him. So 4 goblins have entered the fray. Roll for initiative.
Oh, wow. Dirty 20 on initiative. And actually, I needed that.
7. Oof.
A 6.
Yeah, I only rolled an 8 there. That's not good.
Ooh.
Oh, slow moving vehicle coming this way with Furby.
I suppose it makes sense that I only rolled an 8. I'm sitting petting the oxen at the moment.
Okay. Oh man, Cartman got a 20. Hold on, give me a
Dirty
second.
20.
Gotta get my dice. I ain't gonna roll 4 I'm not going to roll 4 times. I've just at this point said, screw it. I roll once and they all have the same initiative. Because it never fails that I roll for all 4 of them and they're all right next to one another. What did you just place on my map?
I'm trying to get the best accurate kind of things for per character.
Oh, yo, you got Furby's naked little butt on there. Or is that a goblin?
It's a troll, but it's the best I can find on here.
Valid.
So, Cartman goes first, then the goblins, and then, hold on.
Damn, what did goblins get?
Goblins got 11. Let me write down initiative order. And okay, all right. So, what does Vine do, Cartman?
Okay. So there's a few things here because of my race and how I'm deciding to play him, because he has got a chicken head. So my character does have flight. I don't think that's quite right flight. I want him to just do a large hop or a flying hop of 30 feet max. Or I can hover to 10 feet for a few minutes. Essentially my limit on that one. I don't want to fly around like crazy. So I'm going to jump up into the air and I'm going to try and fire a longbow shot at one of the bow men. Toucan.
Okay, sorry. I'm also replying to Jay in the chat. So you fire your bow at the one on your left. You fire. Which one do you fire at? I apologize. You said you pull out your bow and you shoot one. Which one?
Other bowmen.
The bowman. Okay, the one on the left or the right?
The left.
The left. Okay, so you're gonna hit this one. Okay. All right. So you rolled and you got a 7. That does not hit. They have an armor class of 13, so you have to basically hit. No, they have an armor class of 15.
Yeah.
Wow. So you guys got to hit a hard roll. That's technically hard. Anything 15 over is a hard roll. You have to hit them hard. They also are very small, too. That does kind of explain. They're very nibbly. They're very agile. They have leather armor, and now, the bowmen do not have shields, but those with the scimitar do have a shield. So...
Okay, so
now,
essentially... And obviously I jump back to about where the wagon is. Is what I'm saying as well, in my movement.
Okay. All right, so you jump back so how far back do you go?
Well, I got flight, so this is what I mean. I want to do sort of a jumping, a large sort of flight jump, like a Superman jump.
Superman jump, so about 10 feet back?
Yeah. Essentially out of the way of the goblins, because I don't want them right in front of me.
Okay, so I have thrown your chicken backwards, as you can tell. You are now right back next to the wagon, next to Gertrude. So you and Gertrude are about 10 feet away from the goblins, so they're not real far ahead of you. They're not too real far. Yeah. They're within running distance easily, and where you can get to them and attack within one turn. But also, you got to think about But they can also run to you and attack you within one turn. So just let you know.
But then, will I have a chance to dodge, being that it is 10 feet?
You can now. If you want to play that, you can. But also,
don't get me wrong, but we'll see how it goes when we get to attack. I think.
Yes, we can do that because I have been very lax. Because technically, every time you guys jump back out of the fray, I can have one of the scimitar goblins, especially one that was right next to you, do an opportunity attack. So every time you try to run out, if you try to use a movement right next to an enemy, they can do an opportunity attack. Is what they can do. So they can actually get a attack in on. It's like a free bonus action. So there is that too. I want you guys to know that.
Okay.
So, all right. So that is Vine's turn. So you missed the goblin. He just kind of sidestepped your arrow. That really pisses off that goblin. So I'm going to go with the goblin that you fired at is going to fire at you after you just jump back. So what's he going to roll? What is he going to roll? Let me pull up the goblin again, and... Oh, he critted. He absolutely crit failed. So...
Wait, what?
he the first one is a red 5, if you guys can see. No, you guys can't. You guys can see my rolls. He crit failed. He rolled a nat 1 with his bow. So I'm going to say he misses entirely, because the way those two goblins are lined up, in between him and you is one of the other goblins, and he hits that goblin in the back. So we're gonna go. How do you roll damage for this thing? It is 1d6 plus 2. Okay, I gotta freehand these. So he does 4 he literally hits the arm of the goblin in front of him. And they go, ah! He turns around to the guy that just shot him and goes, what? Gundo, stop it! Stop it! God damn it! Oh, I'm gonna tell the boss about this. Oh God, we're on the same side. So they are pissed, and I'm actually gonna say that that's enough that it really pisses off that goblin that just got shot, and he's actually going to back up and nurse his wounds. He's not even going to attack this turn. He's pretty pissed. So now we're going to go down lower. Oh, the ones on the right, the ones closest to Donovan and Furby. Except from what I can tell, Donovan and Furby actually both passed their stealth checks. So these goblins don't even know Donovan and Furby are there. So the one in the back, the bowman, is also going to fire at Vine. So we're going to go ahead and do another roll. That is a 16. What is your armor class, Vine?
Armor, it's 13.
Oh, that hits then. Okay. Well, we're going to do 1d6 plus 2. Ooh. That's 7 damage.
How's your health looking, Cartman?
3.
I'm about to say, do you have 10? Ooh, okay. So that's a
You're the
mortal.
one with the healing as well.
It's almost a mortal wound. God. Yeah, so Vine gets hit. It gets an arrow. I wouldn't even say in the shoulder. Because, gosh, 7 damage. It's almost like you just got hit almost square in the chest. Almost. Enough that it missed some vital organs, but you're not doing too good. You're not doing too good, that's for sure. All right, and the one with the scimitar is going to run at you. He is about 15 feet away, but his movement speed is 40. So he can get to you. He's going to run up, and he's going to swing his scimitar at you, Vine. Now...
Is he running past Gertrude?
Yes, he doesn't know Gertrude is there. Well, Gertrude's behind him. Gertrude's behind. See if you can see the thing here. Here, I got the free right.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, this goblin right here is going to run at, Vine. So Gertrude's technically behind Vine. So
Okay.
I'm going to say...
If they get close, do we not get an attack of opportunity?
That's
You
only if they
can.
run past you, that's why I was asking.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. He's running up to Gertrude now. He is running past
Yeah, while this is
Furby.
happening, Gertrude's still in the cart getting her gauntlets on.
Okay. So he is running past Furby. So I will, kind of in a way of saving Vine,
Furby.
I'll let Furby get an opportunity attack roll if she wants.
Yep, absolutely. Furby's going to take a great club smack and see if he hits it.
You crit failed.
Nat 1. God damn.
Crit failed your great club. So, I could, as a crit 1, I could do a lot of rude, but I think the most fitting way is that counts as your attack roll. Does that seem fair? Because the opportunity roll is supposed to count as your bonus action. I would say with the crit, the punishment would be that's your attack roll.
That's my turn.
So all you can do is move. So, but you did succeed in stopping this goblin. So you stopped him in his tracks. I would say you've definitely surprised him because you were in stealth. You've surprised him. So he's not going to do an attack on you, but you did stop his attack. But he's not going to stay there either. He's going to literally, he just saw a giant 7-foot-tall Furby come out of the freaking woods. How on earth he did not see that? He has no clue at all. But he's going to run back and he's going to run over to here. So this goblin is here. So that goblin is now behind the horses. There's horses in between he's in between the horses. There's a horse right here, and there's the other horse right here. He is now in between the horses. So,
How are you on 3 health left?
how much health do they have?
7.
They have 7 health. How much damage did I do to him? Oh, he did 4 damage, so he has 3. That one has 3 health. Can you guys see my changes? Oh,
Yeah.
it's weird. Okay. All right. So, all right, now it is. The goblins have had their turn. Wait, no, have I? Oh, yeah, they did. Okay, yep. All 4 goblins have had their turn. Now it is Gertrude's turn.
Ah, Gertrude. Okay. So Gertrude's going to jump off the cart then
See,
and get into the fray.
see,
And
an error in a knee,
basically,
right?
basically, she's just going to go for the first one that's closest to her.
Okay, well, that would be.
So do I have enough movement to get to it and hit it?
Yes, I think. Oh, it even has feet too. Perfect. Okay, well, what's your movement speed? 30?
25.
25. Okay, so you can get to one of them. Yes, you can get to the one directly to your left. That one. Is that you with the arrow?
Excellent. Yeah, I can see it. That's grand. Yeah, I want to go for that one at the side, and she wants to just take a good run and swing at him.
All right. All right.
Just smack him straight in the face or wherever with a
Got it.
big old gauntlet punch.
Perfect. Oh,
Yes, with a 7, is that good enough to hit?
it's a 15 armor class.
All right, okay, so
this goblin just expertly dodges.
well,
Oh,
I mean,
no.
he did have plenty of time to see her coming, I suppose.
Yeah.
That was a 25-foot run she took at him.
Yes, I would say the surprise is gone now at this point. So definitely, he's watched you run 25 feet directly to him, and he dodges out of the way. Now, I would say, being an archer, he doesn't just sit where you're at. I would say his way of dodging is he moves back a foot. God, Gertrude's freaking huge. She blocks. He moves back 5
Gertrude is
foot.
pretty big.
Yeah, her figure's huge. Matt, how big do you make this damn thing? Oh, there we go.
Just trying to get it so people can see it. There you go.
Yeah, Gertrude sized.
Yeah.
That's what big he made it.
Let's make these at least a
Is
little.
it my turn now?
Yeah, there we go. You guys can see all your characters, right? Okay, so that's fine. We're gonna leave it like that because Jesus, Matt, first thing is you made Furby enormous.
Which he is.
Yeah, he is, but 7 foot tall still is a medium creature still. So
It just so if people could see it was more easy enough.
okay.
Right. Donovan?
Yes, it is Donovan's turn. What is Donovan going to do?
Well, Donovan sees the happening going off. I'm going to go for the one that's by the... I think I should be able to roughly get there. Yeah, 30 foot. I'm going to go for the one in the middle. So the one with the grey horse. I'm going to try and get it with my short bow, though, from the bushes.
Okay.
Which would be a sneak attack, if I'm not mistaken.
It is a sneak attack. 'Cause they do not know you were there. So
You'll have to remind me how that works, but short bow away.
Yeah, what-
11.
you have a way of showing me your sneak attack, right? I think because you did do it before.
Yeah,
Beginning of first level, you know how to strike subtly. An extra 1.1 d6
yeah,
damage.
if I hit it. It was 11, so probably not.
You did not. So you don't do a sneak attack. But I hate to say you do lose your sneak attack bonus because they do know. Well, no. There's an arrow that just came out of nowhere. But I will give you. I'll sadly, you do not lose your sneak attack. I'll give you a choice. Since they now know there's an archer in the trees. They don't know where, though. Would you like to keep your sneak attack, but you're going to have disadvantage on your next attack roll? Or would you prefer to lose your sneak attack and you keep it the way it is? I'll leave it up to you, because I think either would be fair. Because they now know there's an archer. An arrow just came out of nowhere and missed them. So they know there's an archer firing at them.
Although if people are within 5 foot of them, it doesn't... don't use finesse or range weapon. Don't need advantage on their attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 foot. So I don't think that would actually get a disadvantage, would it?
Well, I was the only thing would logically make more sense to me. But hey, I'll leave it at you. You can keep your sneak attack then. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Cool.
Yay.
All right. On to Furby. What is Furby going to do?
I thought you said I'd used up my turn.
You can move, though. You moved up your attack turn. So.
I'll try and move forward a bit to try and distract some off of the chicken so he doesn't get
You try and
murdered.
get in the way of them and the chicken man. He's about
Yeah.
to die.
So I'll move down a wee bit
Okay.
to about here.
Okay.
You see the little blue circles?
Right there?
Yep.
All right. You are right next to one of the archers. All right. And now it goes back to Vine's turn. What is Vine going to do? Vine is about, it seems like 30 to 40 feet away. 30 to 35 feet away.
Yeah, I'm
from the
gonna
nearest goblin,
have to
so-
just crawl behind the wagon because I'm like super hurt right now. Got this arrow sticking out at me. I'm gonna try to medicine my wounds.
I think because the wagon was right here, I believe, is what we kind of unanimously said, right?
These rolls, these rolls. Medicine of 4.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, you fail at healing yourself.
Yeah,
You want to tell me how you fail at healing yourself? Because I'm a little perplexed
yeah. Okay.
at how you would do such a thing.
This is how I'm gonna play it. So I got this arrow sticking out on the side of my body. I'm like, okay, so I'm going to try to remove it, and as I try to remove it, it snaps, and the arrowhead stays inside my body, and I'm still slowly bleeding out. So, yeah.
That's nasty.
Have fun, guys. I'm just gonna carry on bleeding out under the wagon. Maybe next time I'll find something to do. I'll get a better roll.
Oh, good. Our healer's fucked.
All right. Well, it's the goblin's turn now. So I'm basically going to start with this one here. Because a 7-foot tall firbolg has now entered its personal space. She's going to make a roll on... Oh, look at that. Got a wagon. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I'm going to make an opportunity roll on the firbolg. It's not opportunity, it's going to be its main attack roll, but still. He sees an opportunity to fire an arrow at a firbolg 5 feet away. So here we go. Let's pull this goblin. That was 18.
That'll hit.
A 1d6.
Wow.
And that is 4 damage. It's 1d6 plus 2.
Okay.
All right. And I'm going to move on to this one, which is also going to attack firbolg. So he comes forward about 5 foot. And so he's going to be right there. So both of these are kind of surrounding firbolg at this point, and they are going to make an attack roll with their scimitar. Oh, that is a critical hit.
Oof.
Crit damage, okay.
rolls.
Oh my gosh. That's a 1d6 plus 2. Oh.
3 plus 2, that's 5 damage, right?
Yeah, 3 plus 2 is 5 damage. Yeah, but it's a crit attack. How much health do you have?
6.
6 left. We're just going to leave it to 5.
Jesus Christ.
No, crit damage, a critical
not going well.
critical attack is double damage, though. So that's 10 damage.
That should have killed.
Yeah, you've only got 4 damage in access. What's your max attack? What's your max damage?
Max health at this level is 10.
Ooh, so now you're incapacitated. You're knocked out. But you can do a death saving throw. All right.
Yeah.
But at this point junction,
That'll be on my
now,
turn.
on this
It's not
encounter
my
though,
turn
it's
now.
very forgiving. You guys, if you were to all be killed, you do not stay dead. You just wake up. You got knocked out. So you're knocked out. So whatever access damage is over, but I'm still gonna have you do some death saving throws to where you can actually, get back in the fight. Should how long this takes, but you're not perma-dead. We're not gonna have that first encounter of the
yeah.
game. So, and then now it moves on to this goblin here. That's the other one behind the wagon. He has got 3 health. He is pissed at his buddy, his archer buddy, for shooting him. So he's going to run and he's going to attack Gertrude. And he's going to swing his scimitar. Is that a 13? Did you have a 15 armor class, don't you, Gertrude?
17.
17. Damn, it's hard to hit you. Gertrude expertly dodges this from her years of fighting. You know, fighting in the pits and everything for entertainment. She's a master gladiator. So this scimitar,
Her body is a weapon.
yeah, this is nothing. This scimitar is nothing to her. Like, it just easily dodges it. And this kind of flusters him. But also he's got an arrow sticking out of his shoulder. So he's probably in his head, it's probably because of the guy behind me is why I'm not able to do this. So the other archer, the one that shot him, is going to move forward and also attack Gertrude. And actually, I'm looking at this here. These archers have scimitars. So it would make more sense that if they were within a couple feet, they're not going to use their bow. They're going to use a scimitar. So he's also going to use his scimitar against Gertrude. And that's a 12. And so he also, just nothing. Gertrude's getting ganged up on. And Gertrude is just, it doesn't even phase Gertrude.
Just tanking all the shots.
Just nothing. There's nothing for Gertrude. So, and then it moves on to Gertrude's turn. Is she amused by what's going on?
She is. She's got a wry smile on her face at this point, and she just starts swinging.
Oh, man. You're just going to start swinging. Okay, which one are you going to hit? Top one or bottom one?
Okay, well, there's 2 of them right next to her, so...
One is hurt with an arrow.
Dealer's choice.
Let's go for the top. Well, unless you want to go ahead and just not get one killed immediately.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe just finish off the boy with the arrow in him.
All right. Roll attack.
12? Is that good enough?
They have a 15 armor class. So, but at a 12, I'd say he doesn't dodge at a 12. Doesn't expertly dodge. I would say he's kind of a little staggered. He tried to raise his shield with his, arrowed shoulder because he's got a shield. And he kind of blunts a little bit of your blows, but it still kind of, knocks him a little uneasy. Doesn't do any damage to him, but just kind of, knocks the shield aside.
Right, because these guys are right next to her and she's just swinging with her fists and she's not actually going to do any movement after this, can I do another swing?
You know what? Go for it. I don't usually usually don't allow movement replaced with an attack roll, but you know what? Go for it. We already have one character down. I'd rather get... Oh, yeah, you connect. Do your damage. Yeah, 18.
So that was like a jab cross that she did, so the jab just sort of staggered him.
Yeah.
He's coming in with a cross.
Oh, hell yeah.
She hits it with an 18.
Yep.
And I guess I'm going to have to roll some damage on that one, because you said it was 12 for his armor class, yeah?
15 is armor class. You hit him. Yeah, you hit him with that cross.
Come on. I'm pressing the button here. There we go.
9
damage.
Oh my god. So yeah, the first jab knocks his shield away. The second one just caves his face in. His skull is caved in, and you see a little bit of blood come out of his ears, and he slumps down dead. Killed one of the goblins. Now his other buddy is a little bewildered by this, but kind of chalks it up to, well, I did more of the damage first. Why? But I mean, I did more damage, whatever. And then kind of is a little taken back by that. So it now moves on to Donovan's turn. What is Donovan going to do?
Donovan seeing the carnage. A little bit of freak out at the moment, but suddenly goes calm. Right. Time to kill. Gonna move into the one that's bothering the firbolg and rapier across its face.
All right. Oh,
24.
roll your damage.
That's not a sneak because obviously it's 6.
So you've sliced this goblin's face up. You basically take out an eye, like it's one of those classic scars across the eye from from
look,
TV
I have a trophy.
across his eye. You've got that, and actually, this one's dead. Actually, how do you kill one? Hold on. How do you show one is dead?
We're trying to figure that out ourselves, to be
Okay.
honest.
All right. Well, I noticed he got his health down all the way down. This guy has got his entire face sliced up. He is bleeding profusely. Piece of his chin is hanging off. Like, it's just not pretty. But he's still breathing. And on to Furby. Now, you're incapacitated, so what you can do is you roll a d20.
Yep.
Come on, big man, get up. We're not done yet.
That's a 12, so that's a success.
It
I
is
need
a success,
three
because
to
it's
get
over
up.
a 10, I think, right?
Yep, but I need to get 3 to get up. If I get a 20, I get up straight away, regardless.
Yep, you get it 1 immediately. Okay, all right. So you have to pass it 3 times, I think, 3 turns.
Yes, if you get 3 successes, 3 over 10, you get up. If you get 3 losses, 3 under 10, you die.
Yep. Okay.
The usual death saves.
Okay. All right. So you pass your first one. You got a couple more, so we're gonna move on to Vine. So Vine, that is now bleeding from a arrow wound. What is Vine gonna do now?
The only thing Vine can do, and that is try to sort out this arrow in his body. Yeah, 15.
Okay. I would say you yank that thing out. You gain 1 health back out of 15. You just hear
Take the time to concentrate this time.
a very injured chicken from behind a wagon. So
can I do anything else in my turn, or is that my roll?
I'd say that's your attack, but you can move. I would say that doesn't take your movement away.
Yeah, probably just stay behind the
Yeah,
wagon, mate.
say there's no point me doing much. I'll stay where I'm at. Yeah, no.
All right.
Stay where I'm at. I'm just gonna wrap up my my bloody wound with some rags from the caravan wagon. That's it.
All right. I'm going to start with the goblin that is not dead next to Gertrude. That goblin is going to obviously swing at Gertrude with his scimitar. Here we go. Is it 11? So he misses, or what would you say happens at an 11, Cap? What do you say Gertrude does?
An 11.
Yeah, you have a
So that was a
17.
miss.
So, yeah, he's a miss.
Oh, well, I mean, it doesn't have to be a miss. Say the goblin swings at Gertrude. Gertrude just deflects the blade with the side of her metal gauntlet.
Hell yeah. That exactly seems like what she would do.
Is she able to counterattack?
No, not yet. No. But we're gonna move on.
That's fine.
We're gonna move on to down to the goblin that has now his face sliced up via a harengon. So he's a little pissed. So he's gonna move a little closer, move up right in front, and he's gonna try and swing with his scimitar. You got a 7.
Yeah, I'm a class 14.
So he can't see anything. He's had his face sliced up. He had one eye. He doesn't even have an eye anymore, and he can barely talk because his jaw is kind of hanging around. So he just kind of doesn't even. I don't think he even realizes he misses. So, but he swings and it's a miss. So then we're gonna go to the last goblin. Gonna move up, and is also going to attack the harengon. So Donovan. So he's gonna also pull out his scimitar and attack. That's a 19.
Can we dodge?
Do me a dex save.
Because don't forget I've got lucky footwork. Which means I can
What is
add
lucky?
a d4 onto that if it fails.
Okay.
Will it fail?
At a 10? Yeah.
Would a 14 pass?
You need a 15, so I don't think you would even pass.
So I wouldn't be able to do it then.
No. So no, you do not dodge. So I'm gonna roll damage. Which is a 1d6 plus 2. Ooh. He did 6 damage to you.
Eesh.
So he gets you good. He stabs you right in the side with the scimitar.
Fair enough. Half elf.
All right. Now it's Gertrude's turn.
Gertrude does the counter attack now. She's deflected the scimitar. She gives him a good old uppercut.
Oh.
She hits with a 12. What's the armor class? The 15?
15. Yep.
Is there any way I can improve that?
Oh,
What have I got here? I don't think there is any way I can improve that. No, it looks like she just maybe, I don't know, she hit wide, struck a tree instead of the goblin.
Yeah, or the goblin small.
Actually,
could have been just
actually, she punched the rocks that was right next to the goblin.
shattered the rock.
It was like muscle memory, She saw a rock, so she punched it.
Causes 5 damage. Causes 5 fear damage to the goblins. Watching a rock just explode from a fist. No.
Just turn
Okay.
it into sand.
Donovan.
All right, carry on then.
It's Donovan's turn. What's Donovan gonna do?
Well, stabby stabby. Eye for an eye.
The one that
I'm
got
gonna
you?
take the one that hasn't. Yeah, I'm going to take the one that hasn't been hit yet, so the more healthier one.
Okay. Oh,
23.
oh yeah, you get it. Roll your damage. Ooh.
6.
You also do 6 damage this one. Okay. All right.
I'll take that other eye.
You get the other guy.
Yeah.
So now you've got 2 goblins in front of you with no eyes. I think you've taken all their eyes now. I don't think they even have
Can
one eye
I-
each. I think they've got no eyes now at this point.
Take 5 foot back just to be on the safe side.
Yeah, you know what? Yes. Because they're also missing an eye, though, they don't even really recognize that you're gone. So they're not going to even do an opportunity roll. So yeah, you got back. All right, we are at Furby. Do your another save.
Yep. That's a fail.
That is a fail. Okay. All right. All right. Now, does that net your save? Do you go back to having need 3 saves?
No.
Okay.
But if I hit 3 losses, I still die into 5.
Okay. Okay. All right. And we're back to Vine. Vine's still cowering in a corner.
Yeah, I've managed to finally
Chicken man, get up here.
to finally get the arrow out my my body. How many goblins are left? Is it 2 or 3 left?
There's 3 left. 2 seriously injured, 1 dead, and then 1 that is perfectly healthy.
And that one's currently fighting Gertrude, so it won't be perfectly healthy for long.
Okay. So can I take a shot with my longbow at one of the injured ones next to the bunny rabbit or the...
You sure can.
Okay, I'll be
Roll attack.
one on the left. Why not?
What is the range of your bow?
Oh, it doesn't say. Not sure about that one.
Doesn't say? Okay. Okay, we'll just...
6... Oh, fuck, is it 60 foot for daggers or for short?
Heal firbolg.
It's really, really, really big, the range for the bows.
So I got 17 for my longbow shot.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you hit him. What is your...
6.
Roll your damage. Ooh, you... Which one do you... I'm going to let you pick. Which one do you pick? The top one or the bottom one? Which one do you
Okay,
hit?
I'll let this out. So I'll stumble up from my my stupor of trying to get the arrow out, and I see that the rabbit man is struggling with a couple of blind goblins, and so I draw back an arrow.
I wouldn't say struggling.
I draw back an arrow and plink, and I literally manage to land my arrow straight in the hole of one of the goblins. And do I get?
In the eye hole that he caused?
Oh yeah, in the eye hole.
Oh, perfect. You can hear off some random voice go, go! Where the hell did that come from?
Bullseye!
Yeah, there's sparks and fireworks, miniature fireworks that shoot up from behind him.
And then after that, I want to actually start to slowly moving up to firbolg, because I don't know if I can do a medicine roll this turn because I've taken a shot, but essentially I want to try to heal them up before they die.
Okay. All right. So you moved up. All right. So that is your turn. We are now with the goblins. There's 2 goblins left.
Just real quick, the range on a longbow is 150 regular, 600 with disadvantage.
Damn. Oh, so that's what the 150/600 is, right below it.
Yep.
Okay. All right. I
That's
was wondering if that was
the
ammo or
range.
not. I was like, there's no way it's
I
150 fucking
can't
arrows.
actually
There's
see
no
that,
way.
I can't see the range on my one.
Okay.
I don't
Because
know
it
how.
says when you rolled it, it says a 1712. Right below it, it has a 150-600.
Yeah, sorry, now I see.
So that must be the range. Oh yeah. So yeah, you could hit anything on this map. Okay. Well, disadvantage on the 600, but still, we're gonna start with Cripple here. See what Cripple does. He is going to attack in the general direction of the harengon, so he's going to move forward. And he's going to move forward, and he's going to swing his scimitar and see if he can hit hit Donovan. He got a 7.
No.
Yeah, well, he swings and it misses because he can't see jack shit. He's blind as a bat. He's just swinging wildly at this point. And so now we're going to switch to the other one next to Gertrude. And he is also going to then swing his scimitar. That is a 22.
Sorry, what's happening?
The goblin next to Gertrude swings at Gertrude and hits her with the 22, I assume, right?
If it's a 22, yeah, that's a hit.
I'm about to say, if you're like, no, I've got a 25 AC, we really need to relook at your stats. Whatever you got going on, does 3 damage.
Untouchable.
Nice.
That's pretty good for damage.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty high, but it's not that high, don't worry. And yeah, 3 damage is fine. No problem. She's got maybe, I don't know, a cut she can wrap.
I would say, knowing her with how she's fighting him at this point, she tries to deflect, but it kind of deflects and still kind of hits her arm a little bit, nicks her arm.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so now we are on to... Now, does that enrage Gertrude? Because now Gertrude's turn.
Oh yeah, that does enrage Gertrude. And I'm wondering if this will have any effect on it as well, because she's a barbarian class. She does actually have rage.
Rage is a factor. Yeah.
Why haven't you done that before?
We're
Because
learning
she
our
hasn't been
characters,
that
Ken.
angry. She hasn't actually been hit yet, but now that she's hit, she could possibly be a lot more angry.
Okay.
So she's just gonna hit straight back, I guess. Take the damage, go in for the hit. Wonder what this does. Global damage modifier. Rage.
Do you ken what rage is? What it does?
I'm having a look.
Click it and we'll see.
It halves all incoming damage when you do it.
Sorry?
It halves every bit of damage you take.
A half's damage.
Yep. So 6 damage is now 3. 2
right,
damage is
okay.
now 1. That kind of thing.
Alright, it really massively increases
you go.
resistances and stuff like that.
Yep.
So you think
Let's
this
see.
triggers her rage? Is that what you're
Gives you bonus
saying?
damage as well.
It gives you a bonus action while raging, so I could probably hit him twice.
You'll
But it
need
would
to
be half.
rest.
Huh?
You'll need to have a long rest before you do it again, though.
Yeah. So I have advantage on strength checks, strength saving throws. You have a melee weapon when you're using strength, you gain a bonus to the damage roll that increases as you gain levels. So I do get a bonus to the damage as well, because it's a melee weapon I'm using.
Yep.
Alright, let's turn that on then. So I'm going to click on the rage bit. What did that do? I just said rage 2. I don't know.
Probably just best to say you've raged.
Yeah, because I think it's a bonus action, so it's not really something you have to roll to get to. So you just...
So she's angry.
Yeah, she's angry.
She's raging. It hit her, and she doesn't like the fact that it did that. So she's going to go in for a punch.
I'm going to give you advantage, so I'm going to give you that 19. Because I was about to say, with rage, there's no way you don't get advantage on that. You
Oh
get
yeah,
that
well that's what I
19.
mean. It does say here what does it say? It says you have advantage on strength checks, and it is a strength attack. So yeah, this is with advantage.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So you get that 19, so roll your damage.
And so the first bit of damage will be
Oh my god, 10 damage. They have 7 health.
Flap them into the ground.
You're so mad. The anger fuels up. It's almost as if it's Dragon Ball, you know, where they're like pumping up and their muscles like slowly pump and flex and get larger and larger.
Yeah.
Her arm
Gertrude
gets
actually
larger.
gains like 2 sizes. You can see the muscles in her back rippling as it just moves down to into her shoulder, through her bicep, right into the gauntlet as she powers a gauntlet through this poor goblin's face, right into the rocks that's behind it.
Oh my god! So is there just like a hole where there used to be the head? Like it still has the
Hole where
outline
there
of the
used to be
head.
the face, and a big halo spurt across the rocks. A big circle of blood.
Oh man. Okay.
She
So
also
that's-
is elbow deep in the rock as well. That she has to pull herself out from the rock.
So there now is only one goblin left. Now he can't see anything. Now I want to say this guy probably normally when you kill 3 of the 4, the 4th one runs. Always does whatever he can to run. Now the funny thing about this, he can't. Where would he? He doesn't know where to go. So he basically just runs. I would say north. He runs towards Gertrude because he thinks this is away from. He's going towards the trail because he's already lost all perception of where he is or what he's doing. Now, I only say this because the book tells me that he would run, but to be honest, considering how blind and in a rage he is, I wouldn't even know if he would acknowledge that the other 3 are gone. So, like, would he even know that the other 3 goblins are gone? So,
Imagine him being blind will make him run as well.
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, he would have probably ran the second he got blind. So, but I don't know. He really doesn't know where he's going. So he runs towards Gertrude. That's where I put him. And he can probably, his movement speed is, 30. I think it's 40, 30, 40, 30, whichever. It's past. So he can run past 30. He has 30 speed. So he can.
Well, her still being enraged and having a goblin run by her, does she get an attack of opportunity at all? Does she just swing wildly at it or
Didn't
something?
you have a second
If he's within-
opportunity to attack with your rage? But does that not?
I did, yeah, but I
No.
didn't need it.
Yeah, you can. I'll give it to you.
So as this goblin's running by Gertrude, she just fires a straight punch out at it.
Yeah, I'd say. Well, no, I wouldn't even have you roll. Well, you get advantage anyway, so that's a 19. But I was about to say, even then, I wasn't gonna even have you roll because he's blind. He's running. He literally runs into you. You're enraged. Like everything. This guy
Another 10.
just turns into. Again, it's like a giant sonic boom punch, and this guy's head disappears. You have killed all 4 goblins. So, congrats. You finished your first encounter.
And we're all
And you all get 75 experience each for this encounter.
Alright, 75 experience.
Where do we
So
add
how'd
that?
that work?
Pretty sure we can.
You may just write it down.
So are we leveling by
Ooh.
EXP? Yeah.
You level up. Usually, level up increases your HP. You also get to increase some.
Oh no! I know what it does, Toucan. I'm saying, are we doing we're doing XP and then not milestones, right?
It is milestone at the moment.
Okay, then I don't think we need.
I'm just going to
here.
put it in my tools here.
Just write it-
In the tools box, I'll stick a.
It should be
a new
above- it
tool
should
in
be
there
on your
that just
name.
says
Let's see.
75 XP.
Yeah, well, that's a
It's up.
fantastic.
It's up by
idea.
your name. It's up by your name. You like it says Gertrude, Barbarian 1, Hill Dwarf, Chaotic Neutral.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
experience
It
points.
says
So it is,
experience points.
isn't it?
You'll write that in. So,
Okay, I feel silly now.
So-
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
and that basically will tell you your level. So,
Yeah, it's not letting me write
No,
that
it's,
in.
Yeah, I don't think we can do. Oh no! There you go. We click above it.
75, yeah.
yep, there you go. And then when you change your level, it will literally be. Oh, well, okay, cool. Yeah, it already shows that you can.
I've got no.
you
I'm still confused, so I'll have to figure that out later. I'll pest the map.
I'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and move it for you guys. Nope, Donovan's got it. Gertrude's got it because I did Gertrude's for her. Yep. Now I've got everybody's experience points in there. Okay. So
So, with everyone dead, the black eyes disappear and go back to normal Donovan. Oh, well, should we take a rest? A bit tired.
Yes, Bunny Rabbit. Let's see what we can do. Can we? I try with group heal. Would you give me that with a 16? Everybody
let me
gets
see
one.
with it. Let me see with a short rest. Hold on. I haven't seen many rests.
As Donovan's suggesting the rest, Gertrude is just pounding the flesh of one of the goblins into the dirt. She's still enraged.
God. Okay. All right. You have to spend for a short rest is a period of downtime at least 1 hour long during which a character does nothing more strenuous than eating, drinking, reading, and tending to woods. Character can spend one or more hit dice during a short rest up to the character's maximum hit number of hit dice, which is equal to the character's level. I have no fucking clue. Hit dice. Oh, it says the character's sheets show each adventurer's hit dice. Where?
It'll be below your HP.
Yeah.
Oh, you get 1 hit dice?
So you can roll.
Oh,
For
hit
me, it's a
dice.
D. I can roll a
One
D.
D8.
I got D10.
Yeah, different classes have different amounts. So I get 6.
Yeah,
HP
it's
back
more
from
class
the
specific.
Apparently, I have 11.
Gertrude gets a D12.
Oh, plus Constitution, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. So, I mean, you can only go back to your maximum, can't you?
Yes, you can only go up to your maximum. So,
Back to
Constitution.
full.
Yeah, so that's Gertrude back to full as well.
So I get 3 HP from that rest then.
Yes. And I'm back up to 8.
all right.
She's recharging her health as she's pounding more bits of flesh into the dirt.
Now, Furby is a lot. Now, you're back to... what do you have? As you have a D8, so you have 7
8.
health? You have 8?
8.
Okay.
I have 8, because I have a +2 to con, so...
Okay. All right, so you got 9 health because you did come... Basically, at the end of this encounter, you came back to consciousness, so you had 1 health point back. So you have
Okay, 9
so you have
health
9 health now. Your current point's 9.
Alright.
So you guys have sat for an hour, ate, drank, healed yourself up around the wagon. What are you gonna do now?
Carry on down the road.
I'm gonna...
I want to finish this quest and get paid. So
Well, we're not gonna get paid, because our employers got ambushed by goblins.
well, I didn't
I
know
mean-
that. I just thought I didn't know. All I saw was 2 horses. I mean, they look familiar.
That you knew
I
belonged...
think we just carry on down the path and we'll see what happens.
Okay. I mean, is everybody in agreement on that?
Does
Or?
Furby also recognise that the horses belong to our employers, and that our employers must have logically been ambushed by
Yes.
goblins?
Yes, because there's 4 horses, and you have known... Because you brought Gundren to his horse, so you recognize these horses here as Gundren Rockseeker's horse
Furby's
and
gonna
Sildar.
try and find where our employers
Goblins
are.
have Rockseeker. Gertrude
Yes.
suggests we find goblins.
Look for path and forest.
Okay.
Goblin forest now.
Do a
So Furby's
perception.
gonna try and find a path in the forest.
Oh, a perception roll. Do a perception.
There we go. 15?
Jay. Okay, so Furby is looking around.
I'm trying to find perception.
Yeah. Gertrude's perception's pretty shit.
You're pretty sure, Gertrude, that these horses are dead.
Yeah. She's figured that out. She's figured out the goblins are dead as well.
Wait, guys! I think the goblins killed the horses. so that's... But luckily, Furby had made just enough of a roll. Actually, I made this a 10. I actually made this one 10. It's supposed to be a 15 perception roll, but I made it a 10. So both Furby and Donovan can see that where these goblins came from is a trail going into the woods. And it's like you can tell there's several dozen sets of goblin footprints leading to this trail, and what looks like the tracks of 2 bodies. Actually, 4 bodies. It was 2 before, but I kind of retconned this a little bit. 4 bodies being dragged to down this trail. So this appears to be where the goblins came from. So are we? So what are we gonna do now? We're going down the trail. We going continue down the road. What are we doing?
Yep.
Let's follow the trail.
Don't forget the other map, Toucan. You can change over.
All right.
Rockman down trail. Money with Rockman.
Yes, probably a good idea. Get Chinese. Yes. Gold.
No more Rockman in forest. No more Goblin in forest.
Okay.
And with that, Furby is going to start marching down the path.
Okay. So Furby's in front. This is a 1-person wide trail. So Furby's in front. Who's following?
Gertrude's going to follow Ferb.
Okay, right behind Furby.
And
I'll satellite around just checking for traps and stuff.
Okay. All right. So once you have a successful, you have a really good passive wisdom test, so that's good. Basically, you can spot that about a mile down the trail, there is a snare, a foot snare, leading to a tree that was clearly put there so that if you didn't know it was there and you went down this trail, you would get caught and pulled up in the tree. So, are you going to disable the snare? Or are you just going to leave it?
Yep. Furby's gonna reach out and just snap the snare off its branch.
All
Not being a
right.
terribly big fan of hunting in the forests.
Okay. All right. And as you go farther down the trail, about another mile or two, you come across another one. Now, I would say Donovan's already said he's looking out for traps, and his passive wisdom, his perception is like, what, 13, 14?
13.
13? Okay, well, that's enough. Considering you guys already know that these traps are there, which aggravates me. That you guys do. You spot, it looks like it's clearly loose dirt. Like it and you can tell that something's poking out of it. So you just pick up a stick, and you hit it real quick, and it's actually a pit trap. It was a bunch of sticks, kind of crocheted together. It has a bunch of dirt off of there, so that if anything of considerable weight steps on it, they would fall into a pit about 6 feet. So you guys sidestep that and continue on down the trail. About 5 miles in, you reach a cave.
They should already be on the right map.
It is on the right map, but I'm going to pull up. Following the Goblin's Trail, you come across the large cave in the hillside 5 miles from the scene of the ambush. A shallow stream flows out of the cave mouth, which is screened by dense briar thickets. A narrow, dry path leads into the cave on the right-hand side of the stream. All right. And what do you do?
We just, Donovan would like to sneak back into the bushes somewhere just to take a look around and see what's going on.
All right, you're going to...
I suppose Gertrude just follow the stream down then, wouldn't you?
Just goes up to the stream?
Yeah, so do we see the cave entrance?
Yes, you can see it. It's clearly it's where the rivers come out of. It's a huge cave.
Okay.
About 5.
Furby gonna go look. I'm gonna go look, and I'm gonna cast I'm gonna use hidden step.
Gertrude is used to caves. She has a bit of dark vision, so she's not particularly worried about this. She's happy just to start walking into the cave.
No. Dwarf lady. Sneaky. Maybe golfing.
Sorry, say that again.
So, dwarf lady. Sneaky. Gotta get the goblins. And he's gonna turn himself invisible using hidden step and sneak into the cave to see if there's any goblins in there.
Okay.
Do you have dark vision?
I don't, but it's the entrance to the cave, so I should be good.
Right, so on the east side of the stream, flowing from the cave mouth, a small area in the briar thickets has been hollowed out to form a lookout post or blind. Wooden planks flatten out the briars and provide room for guards to lie hidden and watch the area, including a pair of goblins lurking there right now. There's 2 goblins here with short bows, and now that Furby has just wandered into the cave, are aimed right at Furby. Roll for
Furby's invisible.
Oh, Furby's invisible?
Yep, Furby's invisible.
What did you guys... What? What?
So firbolgs can just be invisible when they want to be.
Okay, well... So, I guess these goblins don't see jack shit.
They'll probably see Gertrude walking behind Furbo.
Okay.
No, because Furby told you to go back, so can I not just spot them and get a sneak attack and
Yeah, you can.
shoot into them?
You can, but I need you guys to roll initiative to see who rolls first.
Okay, sure.
Well, if they're not actually in combat,
no,
would I
fucking
not get an
see.
attack of opportunity because I spotted them first?
You're going to be really
Oh,
picky.
you got that one
You're
initiative.
going to be really picky about 2 goblins.
Well, I got an 18 on the initiative there, so I'm quite happy with that.
Cartman
Yes.
rolled twice accidentally
That's
and
my
got
mouse.
6 both
I've been
times.
doing that lately. Double clicking when I'm not supposed to.
I'm just amazed that you got the same exact one. The game knows.
Okay, Matt, I will let you have 1 roll of opportunity.
Yay! Short bow.
And you still failed.
Yep, no, fair enough.
You still failed
Wouldn't the goblins see the
entirely.
arrow?
So,
My stealth?
Yeah.
no.
No, I don't keep my stealth. Oh.
Now, yeah, you're
Well,
being
which
very. You're asking for a lot.
Yeah.
In which case,
It's two
I
goblins.
will,
It's not a
call
big
out
deal.
and tell the others that they're here.
Okay. Well, yeah, you already rolled initiative. Everybody rolled initiative. So I've got to roll for the goblins. And they rolled a 4. So it looks like everybody's gonna go first except for the goblin. I'm gonna let even Matt go before them. So it's gonna be Gertrude, then Furby, Vine, Donovan, then the goblins. So now it's become clear. The goblins are kind of aware what's going on. They have no clue, though, where an arrow came from, but an arrow flew by, missed them, and now they are on alert. Now, from where they're positioned and where Gertrude's positioned, I don't think they can see Gertrude quite yet. But really, I mean, does Gertrude even know that they're there? I'm trying to
Oh,
think.
Gertrude. Yeah, the bunnies told her
Okay.
the goblins are there.
Okay. So,
Yeah, but that signaled them somehow.
okay. How would you have signaled them? Tell me. Would you have screamed out to them, or what would you have done?
I would have used the pocket watch to reflect the light coming through the trees directly over to Gertrude to get her attention, and obviously Viney.
Shine it right in her eye.
Birds do like shiny
Okay.
things.
Oh, fair.
Okay then. All right. So what is Gertrude going to do then on her turn?
Using
All
the
right.
stolen pocket watch.
How far away are they?
They are. It appears to be 25 to 30 feet away. You can probably make it to one in 25 feet. You can get to the
Excellent,
2.
brilliant.
The number 2.
She's going to Kool-Aid man the bushes and burst her way through them.
So the
Start
bushes,
swinging.
the bushes are difficult terrain. So what that means is they take double the distance to go
You
through.
can go around it.
You can, yeah, but you can go through them. They're not dangerous or anything, but they do count as difficult terrain where it
Is
takes.
that not Gertrude at the foot of the cave? Sorry, at the mouth of the cave?
That's firbolg at the mouth.
Yeah.
Ah, right, okay. So
You're by the chicken. You're by the chicken.
You can
that's me there, okay, yeah.
20 foot, 10 foot. You're in range.
She has 20. Gertrude has 25 foot. You can get about 5. You can get 5 foot away.
Oh, no, you
I
can't.
bet you can get there. It's still difficult going through difficult terrain. You can get there. You can get there without difficult terrain.
So I can get there.
Yes.
And is that close enough to punch one of them?
Yes.
Brilliant. Let's start the fight then.
All right. So then you swing and you miss. Now what I could say,
9, is that what kind of armor class we're talking about here?
now they have 15. They have the same kind of
All right,
goblins as
okay.
they did before. Now what I will say, going in rage is a bonus action. So I'm gonna give you this advice. You can definitely just as a bonus action, not do anything, go into rage, and then you get advantage in all your attack rolls. So there's that. Would you like to do that?
Is it advantage on all your attack rolls? I thought it was just string checks.
It is string checks, and it does say on the rage melee attack rolls.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it says here, and while ranging, you gain the following benefits. You have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. When you make melee weapon attack, you gain a bonus to the damage roll that increases as you gain levels, and and you gain. Hold on a second, you gain resistance. Where's that?
Yeah, I don't think you don't, is the thing. I don't think you do.
Pull it up here. Hold on.
I'm pretty sure you don't just get advantage on every roll. Because there's strength weapons, but that's not a strength check or a strength
Yeah,
saving
yeah,
throw.
that's exactly what it says. It says you have advantage. You have Jesus, this keeps closing for some reason.
There you
It's
go.
like a-
I realized I can close it on you. We have the same page over.
Have you noticed that I've been reading this in broken sentences because the Toucan keeps on closing it. Absolute prick.
I was like, wait.
Now in the chat.
Oh, damn it. No.
But yeah, I don't see advantage on attack rolls. Not to nitpick,
just strength
but I
checks.
don't think that's something you get.
Okay.
You have advantage on strength checks, strength saving throws.
That's not attack rolls, though.
When you make an attack using a strength weapon, you gain a bonus to damage.
Yeah, but not to.
Okay. All right. Well, you would have failed those anyway. So then there you go. So you missed. Gertrude swings and misses the goblins. On to Furby. What is Furby going to do that is invisible?
You're going to see an invisible little firbolg come running over.
I mean, are you going to continue on in the cave? Or, because you're already almost all the way in the cave, we're ready to start reading the next part.
This is true, but they're also in danger. The four goblins from before gave us a truly exceptional amount of trouble. Okay, so he's gonna run over and try and give him a big ol' smack with a spell. So he'll try and cast this one? Can I be... no, okay, never mind, I can't do that without hitting Gertrude. I'm just gonna hit him with a club.
Alright. Roll attack.
Run over and smack this one with a club. This one right here.
Okay.
That's 22 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that definitely hits. Roll your damage.
That's 9 bludgeoning damage.
You, just like what happened last time. Dude, sadly, because of audio reasons, why we don't have last time. God, what a dickhole that dressed up last time. So, there's just literally a
JPEG of blood.
a giant firbolg runs into this patch. The goblins are surprised, swings this club, and then a goblin just disappears. And then there's a club wherever the goblin was. Just a blood smear. It just, like, he evaporates. He gets hit so hard. And he is obviously dead instantly.
And with that, because that's an attack roll, you see a 7-foot-tall, grinning firbolg flicker into view. No longer invisible.
Nice.
Right.
Insane. Alright. Vine, what is Vine gonna do?
He's gonna fire his bow, and do I hit? With a 17.
You get what is it about half cover? They have half cover, by the way, because of the briar thickets.
If he walks round to, like,
where is Demon Sense covered?
it's like here.
Yeah, would have worked better. But if you try to fire where you're
no,
at,
I'll do this, and I
have
fly
cover.
into the air to a hover about 10 feet, and then I fire my bow.
Okay. Make it more complicated than it needs to be. Good job.
Well,
Good
yeah,
job.
but then
You're doing great.
then at least I'm firing above the terrain, and I'm not getting a terrain debuff then.
True.
So I'll take the 17, the longbow, right?
Yep.
Awesome. 10.
Okay.
So
You've killed the goblin. Because they actually,
Okay.
from what it sees, is actually cover increases their AC. So half cover would have increased his AC by 2, and so you wouldn't have hit.
I see.
So I think if you equal the AC, though, I think it hits,
Still,
right?
Yeah, no, beats it. So it hits.
Yeah, it would have hit.
Yeah.
Because it would have had a +2 to his AC, so he would have had a 17 AC with half cover from where you were at.
Okay.
So yes, you have killed the goblins. Oh gosh! All right. So we're what?
Slightly more successful battle
Then
that
yeah,
time.
I'm gonna start walking into the cave because I can see the other guys are just clearing up the mess they've made, and I'm gonna start walking into the cave.
Oh,
Or
all
you know,
right.
fly, just slowly hover down to the entrance of the cave. Yeah, go from there.
All right. Just inside the cave mouth, a few uneven stone steps lead up into a small, dank chamber on the east side. Here, let's go ahead and just get rid of this. Matt.
What the fuck is that? Is that a nose?
I don't know.
Is it a penis? Matt, are you putting penises in my game?
No.
All right. The cave narrows to a steep fissure at the far end and is filled with the stench of animals. Several savage snarls and sounds of rattling chains greet your ears where 3 wolves are chained up just inside the opening. Each wolf's chain leads to an iron rod driven into the base of the stalactite. Now, Matt, are you going to sneak behind the wolves and attack them? I need to ask this now.
No, this time. I don't know what you mean.
Sure it did. Sure it did. Yeah, okay. Please stop drawing penises on my screen.
Furby can talk to Poppy. Good puppies.
I kind of just walk along and be like, tortured souls. No, tortured. Probably not very nice. I'll stay away.
Do you know what? Yes, I see the doggies. I'm gonna go up to them and try to pet them and see if I can do something about that. And I did roll an 18 for animal handling. So.
Dead chicken man.
You rolled an 18.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Yeah, for animal handling. I thought, why not?
At an 18, you see, you come up close to it. You're very welcoming. You stretch out your hand, and these wolves whimper a little bit because they've never seen this kind of comfort before. They've always been, tortured by goblins. They've been taught to not attack goblins, but attack everything else. But they really see a nice, warming presence with you, and they just cower up and just sit. They sit like normal, nice dogs do, and just sit by their chains, letting you go to and from this chamber with ease.
Okay, is there anything of interest in the chamber? Like, go and have a look around, because these dogs aren't going to bite me.
Now, the only thing really of interest is on the far east side is the fissure natural chimney, as you can see on the map there, where he is not dead. Put the chicken back. Matt, do I need to literally remove your access to...
Matt's just removed it.
If you're literally just going to do... Good Lord, Matt. But there's the natural fissure that leads up to the area. It kind of leads up to an opening. It seems like a little tiny opening that you possibly could fit through. I would say the only person that can really fit through this would be Donovan. It's a really tiny hole, about 1.5 feet, maybe 2 foot, and not even 2 foot, maybe 1.5 feet,
Okay.
maybe a foot and a half in diameter. But it's a little tiny hole
Well, upon
you can see on the east end.
inspecting this tiny hole, I think I know what could fit in this tiny hole. Squaw? A rabbit. Donovan.
Donovan does not. Donovan doesn't.
Donovan, you coward.
Doesn't go for chicken men, I'm afraid. Sorry.
So is Vine gonna try and go
No,
through this?
Donovan's basically taken it because he's just said, "Oh, you can fit in this hole." Not too sure about that.
Okay, so Donovan's not gonna go through the hole.
Yeah, he can.
I know because he hasn't specifically said what hole.
Oh, well, as I was saying, okay, so my question is Vine going to go through the hole? I didn't ask if Donovan's going through the
Well,
hole.
you said I
What
probably
is Vine
couldn't
going through the
fit.
hole?
So,
Really can't, but you could try.
Tell me the hole is there rather than saying just a random hole.
okay,
Furby can fit in Chicken Boy hole.
okay, Furby.
That
How about
is
you?
not
How about you
something I
help
want to
Donovan
see.
fit into this hole I have found in his fissure?
In Donovan Fisher?
Yes,
Bunny boy?
Just pick him up and stick him in this hole, and he'll be fine. What?
Don't
Furby not down for threesome. No thank.
I mean, I've got to look up the firbolg and be like, thanks. Viney, what are you on about? What? I mean, none of us want to
Can't you see the fissure?
play with your cornhole, shall we say?
Wow, mine's in the gutter tonight. No, come round here, guys. I found a hole in the wall.
Okay, I'll take a look. Anyone else coming up?
I think Furby's going to stay with the wolves and attempt to tell them.
I mean, yeah, they're docile now at this point. So
Yeah.
Gertrude knows all about holes in stone walls. She'll have a look.
That Furby let you out. You no eat bunny. You no eat bird. You know he dwarf. Run, run, no more goblin.
Okay, the three of you going up this are gonna need to roll me a athletics check.
Oh, athletic. Ooh, you know what? I am not too good at athletics.
18 for Gertrude.
12.
She is athletic as fuck.
So Gertrude, like a master, an absolute master rock climber and maneuverer, climbs through, and surprisingly, this hole is just big enough that Gertrude could fit in. How? I don't know, but is big enough. Donovan also struggles a little. I'll clear out the map. Don't worry.
All right, sorry.
And Donovan gets up to the top of that. Also, surprisingly, the hole was bigger than he thought and wasn't much of a struggle for him to get through. He gets on through and comes through. Vine, though, I want you to roll me a dex save.
A dex save. So just roll dex.
Yep. Yes.
Ooh. Oh, thank God. Dirty 20.
Oh, you got a dirty 20.
Oh, that hole.
The rock that you grab, because this is a natural fissure, it's a natural chimney, so it's a bunch of loose gravel rock. You grab a rock and it falls away from your hand. But being an aarakocra, I would say that you start tumbling down, but you realize, well, why am I even doing this? And you flap your wings and you fly away before hitting the ground, obviously. You know, you can just be like, why am I even doing this? And you just flap up and land back with the wolves. Now, you, though, I would think you would just fly to the hole if you want to, or would you go ahead and just stay with the firbolg? What are you going to do? But you failed to climb up this rock. So.
Yeah, I'll fly up.
20?
I'll let Firbolg play with the wolves. She seems to be enjoying herself.
Okay. All right. So the three of you are in the next chamber, and Firbolg is staying with the wolves?
Yeah, Firbolg is going to, Firbolg, I can speak to beasts, and wolves are beasts. I'm telling them, no more goblin, no hunt bird, no hunt rabbit. Vote with me, I set you free. And then I go and strike at the chains holding them down to the stalactite.
Oh.
And point them towards the entrance to the cave so that they can go out.
Oh.
It's not their fault, they've been used for this.
Of course. You're breaking up just a little bit on it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm busting the wolves out of goblin jail, basically.
Okay. All right. Well,
and letting them know.
I'm not even gonna let you roll for that, considering how loose these were. And then, had you fought them, you know, they would have been. Well, we've already found out previous that they could yank themselves out of the ground. So yes, the wolves kind of wag their tails a little bit, lick your hands, you know, a little bit as a thank you, run out of the cave, and go to the woods and are free. So now, the wolves are free, and you guys are on. Now, Firbolg, are you going to stay in that chamber? I'm going to say you're too big for that hole. I'm just going to say
that was my thought.
Gertrude was a stretch for me to say that she could fit through that hole. I do not think the Firbolg's going to fit. So
Gertrude does have stone cutting due to her history and stuff. I don't know if that you could work that in to be helpful.
Now,
I don't think you can widen it quite enough. Can someone move,
Now, here's what
I'm gonna. What's happening up here?
That's what I was gonna say. I'm gonna go ahead and you show this before you start hitting rock wall. I'm gonna go ahead and just reveal this. In this room.
Oh.
This is surprisingly actually the final boss room. Sacks and crates of looted provisions are piled up in the south end of this large cave. To the west, the floor slopes toward a narrow opening, the opening you guys just came through. A larger opening leads north down a natural stone steps. The roar of falling water echoes from beyond. In the middle of the cavern, the coals of a large fire smolder. In this room is a bugbear. You don't know his name yet. Obviously, you don't know. You guys can see his name, but you know your characters don't know his name. A large wolf, larger than the three you just released, lying in the corner, licking a gnawing on a bone. And around this fire with the bugbear are two goblins. Now they do not know you are there. even after everything, even though Gertrude kind of climbed up and everything, the roar of the waterfall has made it kind of to where clambering up this has kind of muffled your
Gertrude
ascent.
was graceful as fuck, that's why.
Yes, everything about this, they do not know you're there. So, but you can see is a very large bugbear.
Is it possible, seeing this, that how much MacGyvering am I allowed to do here?
I just want to add one thing in case this is for how to get firbolg in room. When you cast Disguise Self, do you just look different, or are you different?
Well, kind of tell me how
if I make myself...
You gotta kind of run it by me, like how you would want to do that.
So I have Disguise Self, and I can seem up to 3 feet shorter and change to thinner. And if I'm 3 feet shorter than I am, I'm 4 foot tall, which is about the same height as the bunny rabbit would be, or the dwarf. And I can make myself thinner. So if that works as me changing my shape rather than just an illusion, I would probably be able to fit through the hole.
Okay. Yeah.
Because as is, Furby ain't fitting through.
Okay.
But I don't know whether it's an illusion or not.
Yeah. If you can, you just not even going to. I'd say you can make that work. Disguise Self. If you can actually physically make yourself smaller, then yeah, you can get up there. But
yeah, regular Disguise Self is 1 foot. I have a feature which makes it. Hold on, I don't know if I can show you that. There you go, 3 foot. So I can change myself by a lot more. So I figure I'd be able to fit through.
But just quickly, Toucan, how much MacGyvering would you let me do here?
Well, here's the thing. What are you wanting to do? Like, just tell me what you want to do, and I can tell you whether or not it would work.
In my equipment, I have a flask of oil, quite a fair few ball bearings, and some hemp rope. Can I make a grenade?
Let me see. Let me see here. Let me look at your stats.
My pack is doubled because I have adventurers and apparently thieves as well, for some reason. I'm not too sure if it's meant to do that, but it seemed to do it every time I create a character.
What could we use? What could we use? Do a hard sleight of hand roll, and I say hard, it has to be to 15. No.
Can I push that anyway? Would you let me? Just for the sake of fun.
I mean, a grenade would be quite nice, a bit of AoE damage.
Yes, but
if I'm taking some time on it, because no one knows we're here.
I'll let you use if you guys get spotted. I'll let you guys use. I'll let you use that as a roll to roll again on a sleight of hand. How's that sound? Let you take a bonus action. You're trying to make this grenade, but I'm not going to let you retry this grenade. I mean, you keep trying, but we're going to move on to what they're doing while you're continuing to try and make this grenade. Make sense? Seem fair?
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay. All right. Well, we are at a point where we would normally stop, but I want to see, what are you guys going to do first? What are we going to do before we stop this?
I think I'm just going to use the Disguise Self to get into the room with them.
Okay, so everybody is in this room.
Oh, well. But yeah, Bird Boy can get in there. He can fly.
Yeah.
I mean, the gap is pretty just about big enough for me, so, I mean...
If you guys want to... This isn't quite a grenade, but if you guys want to let me go ahead a little bit and stand back, that would be much appreciated when we do enter into
She does have spells. Okay.
Yeah, one in particular.
Okay.
Can you make fire?
I can do that as well, but that's not what
Why
I'm
don't I
going
just
to
chuck
do.
a flask of oil at one of them then?
Yes, you could also do that. But,
This is
are we starting the combat or no? No. We'll leave that for next session, right?
We can. Yeah, we are at a great spot, a great place to stop. Should we be? We have not started an encounter. Unless you guys want to, we can roll for initiative and start where we left off. But that's up to you guys.
I think leave it now. I'm going to roll initiative next time. as then we're starting the whole fight
Yep.
as a new session.
All right. All right. Well, we are in Clark's cave. That's where this is at. But you guys don't know his name yet. But, that's his name is Clark the Bugbear. And, well, you guys are going to start that fight next time.
Hey there, my name is Soren. You can also find me at SorenJ on Twitch, and at Daily Dingus and Pick of Cthulhu on Tumblr, where we'll occasionally post art about the campaign.
Hello, I am Ethan. If you guys want to find me outside of the podcast, I am actually a Twitch streamer by trade. I play a variety of games on Twitch. I'm the Red Toucan, but I also upload all of those to YouTube as well, Red Toucan there, and to TikTok, Red Toucan as well.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I go by Captain Hero Man, and you can find me playing video games on Twitch.
Thank you very much to Sirenscape for providing most of the sounds you hear in this episode. You can also find us on Twitter at @APintOfCthulhu. That's at @APintOfCthulhu. You can also give us a review on your podcast app of choice. Thank you very much, and goodbye.